Hey guys, welcome to Smith Auction's online end of the month farm equipment and industrial auction. This is the big one. We have a ton of really cool stuff on this week's auction. So stick around through this walkthrough and maybe you'll see a couple of things that pique your interest. So let's start this one off by starting at one of our two offsite locations. The first thing we have is a New Holland swather and an International Harvester cushion gang disc. Next up we have one of the coolest items on the auction. This is a 1974 John Deere 6030 tractor. This thing is extremely collectible. Next to that we have a 1977 John Deere 2840. Both of these tractors run exceptionally well, and you'll be able to see the videos that I'll post of both of them on our YouTube channel soon. A couple other things about the 6030 John Deere as we take a little spin around it to give you a better look. It's 175 horsepower, has an 8-speed transmission, just over 8,000 hours, and a 6-cylinder diesel engine. For being from 1974, this thing is in absolutely fantastic condition. It is definitely an amazing collector item. Moving on, we're going to head back to our Baldwin location. This is just an overview of everything that we're going to have on the industrial and farm equipment auction. So let's get this started by looking at this 1967 Chevy grain truck. Unfortunately, this does not run, but it is a great collector item that you could definitely restore. Next to that, we have another shop project for you. A John Deere Model B gas tractor that does not run. Following that up, we have a Bobcat S185 skid loader. This thing runs great. Following that, we have two exceptionally nice pieces, a mini excavator and a John Deere 8840. Both of these items are going to have their own videos on our YouTube channel soon. Next up, we have a Gale 95 grinder mixer. After that, we have an International Spike Tooth drag, followed up by a couple of pull type diggers and a Mill Creek manure spreader. Following that up, we have a Gale 600 chopper with a single row corn head. After that, we have a 7-foot H&S hay tedder, then a pull behind digger and a 3-point digger. Swinging over to the next row, we start off with a John Deere hay stacker. Next to that, we have an 18-foot case disc. Moving on, we have a New Idea 2-row corn picker, next to a Farm King gravity box on running gear. After that, we have another Gale grinder mixer, sitting next to a New Holland square baler. After that, we have a really nice Snow Company grain screen that works per seller. To the left of that, we have a Super B grain dryer. Following up, we have a John Deere square baler, sitting next to a Gale 800 chopper with hay head. Moving on, we have a ton of really nice trailers on this auction. Enclosed, horse, deck over. There's a trailer for every possible use on our auction. One of the nicest ones we have is the PJ 35-foot deck over gooseneck that has hydraulic lift on the back and a 20,000-pound winch on the front. Everything on this trailer works. Stepping away from trailers for a second, we have a New Idea grain elevator. After that, we have a 16-foot PJ dump trailer. Moving on, we have a handful of small utility trailers that are great for around the house. Next up, we have a nice winter project for you. A 22-foot TMC pontoon. Instead, maybe you're looking for something that take a little bit less work. There's a Sullivan 20-foot pontoon that might be a better fit for you. Moving on to the vehicle section here, there's a 3500 Dodge Ram Mega Cab that runs and drives. Maybe you need something a little bit smaller. There's a GMC Envoy, or even something smaller yet, a Chevy Malibu. Or maybe you're looking for something with more cargo space. There's a Ford E250 cargo van. And to save the best for last, we have a 2013 Chevy Silverado 1500 with under 200,000 miles that runs and drives. Getting back to the farm equipment, we have an International 4-bottom plow, a Ford 4-bottom plow, and a 3-point 3-bottom plow. Lastly, in this section, we have a dual 3100 loader. And then we have some tire walls, great for holding down tarps over hay for the winter. Moving on to the smaller stuff in the aisles here, we're going to start off with a stack of plastic pallets because you could always use more plastic pallets. And then we have a variety of different garage doors on this auction of all different sizes. And then we have a couple of polydome calf hutches, followed up by a Vermeer TS30 tree spade. After that, we have a few different snow blowers for skid loaders and tractors. Getting back into the aisle here, we have a cozy cab tractor cab that might be a great fit for this winter. Across the aisles here, we have an 80-inch cattle chute. On the right side, we have a couple of Arctic 300 four-wheelers that don't run that can be used for parts. On the left side, we have a couple of nice John Deere skid steer tracks. Coming up on the right, we have an International 955 12-row planter that is in absolutely great condition. To start off this next couple rows, on the left we have a whole bunch of different poly tanks and cages that are about 275 gallons each. In the middle aisle, we have a whole variety of different plows for trucks, skid loaders, and UTVs. Moving across the aisle, we have a King Cutter brush mower next to a Farmall 2C32 loader. In this aisle, we have a whole bunch of winter projects for you. A bunch of working and non-working yard equipment such as lawnmowers, snow blowers, recreational equipment such as four-wheelers and snowmobiles, all ready for you to fix up over the winter. In the next aisle over, we have a whole different assortment of tires and rims. We have all different sizes, so you'll have to check the website to see if we have the size you're looking for. And that's pretty much what we got at our main location in Baldwin. Be sure to check online because there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't able to cover on this video. Let's move on to our last location, located in Holcomb, Wisconsin. Let's start this one off with 2 chopper boxes on running gear in between 2 hay racks on running gear. After that, we have a Ford 2N with a Sherman transmission. It does not run, but the engine is loose. Next to that, we have a 12-foot disc with hydraulic lift transport. After that, we have a 1955 Farmall 400 wide front 400 gas tractor. This collector does not run, but the engine is loose. Last up, we have a couple of homemade ice shacks. These are great if you guys want to get out on the ice this winter. And that's everything I have for you this week. There's a ton of stuff I wasn't able to cover in this video. So get online to smithauctions.com and keep an eye out for October 24th walkthrough, because we still have the inside stuff on the second day of this auction. Till then, happy bidding.